Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally, making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Joe Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago. Internationally, Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Buleng Kabola, shared that Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and aeronautical studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The Fourth Industrial Revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or pharmaceutical studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. feminist, womanist, Busadi theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning institution, Unisa is recognized as a serious player in research globally. From publication and journal output to the number of master's and doctoral graduates, we are moving forwards and upwards. Unisa has made substantial progress in research and innovation, as evidenced by several external and credible scientific ranking systems, with the latest ones, the 2023 Webometrics and Shanghai rankings, placing us in the top 10 universities in the country. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience And remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion. The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having
By virtue of powers vested in me as acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. You may sit down, please. Distinguished guests, grandparents, parents, spouses, partners, friends, children, our guests of honor, beautiful graduates, we are delighted that you are here this afternoon with us. Dumelang, Awshin, Saniwanani, Molweni, Lochani, Nda, Tawela, Goeiedag. Okay, good afternoon. It gives me pleasure to be part of this proud moment. And I would like, on behalf of our Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, our Principal and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Puleng Lengabula, and the entire university community to welcome you all to this grand occasion. We are here in a celebratory mood to witness the joy of our graduates as they will be publicly acknowledged and celebrated this afternoon. The university was born 150 years ago. It is still here because of the support it has been receiving from you over the years. Your faith in this institution has taken it to new places and greater heights. I know that some of our parents here, grandparents and spouses with us in this room also received their degrees and diplomas from this university in the past. Thank you for making the acknowledgement of knowledge a tradition in your families and communities. I want to say a special word of welcome to parents who may have spent their last cent to make this day possible. For some of you, we know that at some point you did not know where the next cent will come from. At some point, some of you could have also lost hope. Well, you are here today. You have made it. Let me not forget the spouses who may have endured moments of loneliness because of the study back, and the friends and other family members who may have felt abandoned. All those feelings were for a good cause, as you can all see today. The next time you feel ignored and abandoned, please think and join Unisa. My name is Professor Moloko Sepota, and it is an honor for me to act as the VC this afternoon. I'm not alone. I'm accompanied by colleagues from the Graduation Division, from the Department of Institutional Advancement, from the Multimedia, Unisa Radio, Protection Services, our pianist, cleaning services, facility management, campus clinic, registrar's office, and academics. The colleagues you see here on stage represent the entire university staff members. We are grateful that they managed to come here and be part of this proud moment. They are here to show you that they support you, and we will never ever take that for granted. Allow me to welcome all members of the academic procession and colleagues joining us here that will be officiating this afternoon. We've got Dr. Likubu, who will be acting as the registrar. We'll have Professor Mashau from College of Human Sciences and Professor Madise. We also have Professor Lendo from the same college. From College of Economics and Management Sciences, we've got Professor MC Mlauzi, and we have got Professor DG Mavasa. From College of Education, we've got Professor Mabunda, PL, and Professor Seroto. We also are joined here by different supervisors who will be coming here, as I indicated, to support our PhD graduates, but not only PhD graduates, to support us all. And allow me to welcome all graduates, our PhD graduates. A special welcome is extended to Mr. Julius Joshua Kivuna, an ambassador of Uganda, who will be receiving a doctoral degree in development studies from the College of Human Sciences. And he's not alone, accompanied by family and colleagues. You are welcome. On behalf of the university and management team, I come today with a simple message. Please indulge us. And this indulgence request is aimed largely at our graduates. As Unisa, we have the pleasure of having you here this afternoon, and of course of conferring your degrees and awarding your diplomas. It gives us greatest pleasure to know that your CVs will indicate that you hold a qualification or more from this institution. It is not a mistake that you are here. It is through your dedicated work and the immeasurable support of your families that you have reached the summit of this hill. We are proud that you will now refer to us as your alma mater. You are an alumnus of this great institution, along such great personalities as former President Nelson Mandela, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, Zola Bat, Hussein Ayob, Yvonne Shaka Shaka, just to name a few. One day we hope to say your name when we list the great alumni of this university, for you will be great. It's all in your hands. We have not stopped wanting to become an even better university, despite that we have reached the 150th birthday milestone, which we have been celebrating since last year. This is because we believe in lifelong learning, and we are inviting you to journey with us along this golden path. It does not end here. While you are at the top of this particular hill, cast your eyes ahead and you'll see that there are many other peaks that are calling you towards them. You receiving a degree or diploma does not signify a cul-de-sac. The road ahead of you is open, and we invite you to continue your journey on it. If you continue the journey with Unisa, we would be extremely pleased. If you choose to go elsewhere, we would continue to smile. So it is our pleasure to invite you not to stop with your academic endeavors. Wherever you may be, remember that Unisa remains the largest comprehensive open distance e-learning institution on the continent, with the longest arm of reach and support. Because we are a university that is forging ahead, defining tomorrows, we invite and welcome you into this space of forward movement. More importantly, because we have met and know you now, we ask that you register your presence in our effort to become the leading African comprehensive university in teaching and learning, research, innovation, and community engagement based on scholarship. Be part of this shift and drive and become yourself. And become yourself the leading scholar whom we have been waiting for, and a leader of note in your community and in the country. Be part of the force of change that should push our country out of corruption, deceit, and falsehoods. Neither the university nor you as an individual can claim leadership while clothed in garments of fraud, unethical behavior, lack of integrity, misrepresentation, theft, and the demeaning of our women and children. There will be nothing to lead if we sit and watch as the future of our young boys get punished and drowned by drugs, crime, and deceitful shortcuts to unlawful wealth built out of misery of other people. We invite and welcome you into this offensive to rebuild our country's good name and reputation. Having said this, may I then welcome all of you here today. I do have a request to make. We do not want to cramp your style as you celebrate your daughter or your son, your spouse, or your family member. However, we have a very short time to conclude this ceremony. Please allow each graduate the privilege to hear the announcement of their own names, and very clear. Allow each graduate their moment of delight. Enjoy this ceremony, and I thank you. I'd now like to request our colleagues in the multimedia to play for us the 150-year celebration video. Over to you, colleagues.
Whatever the setbacks of the moment, can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago. Internationally, Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Buleng Linkabola, shared that Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and aeronautical studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive studies. The South African
I would now like to take this opportunity to request Professor G. Mason to deliver the Chancellor's address. Over to you, Prof.
Let me take this opportunity to congratulate all the graduates this afternoon. It is a moment of pride for you and those friends and family present here to share this graduation ceremony with you. Today will stay in your memory for many years to come. When you come onto stage to receive your certificates, it will be an experience to be cherished, since receiving such academic recognition is rare and exceptional, not only in a life, but also in terms of the very small percentage of people who do achieve a tertiary education. In your studies, you will have learnt how to test opinion against evidence to establish certainty and knowledge. The ability to discern truth from that which is spurious will allow you to live a more well-founded life, both in your careers and your wider experience. I would like, however, to talk today about another aspect of being able to establish knowledge for yourself. That is insight into the fragility of knowledge. Learning about the vulnerability of life, nature, and society can soften your experience and make you more forgiving. In learning about a tree or a river, or about democracy, one cannot but become aware of their fragility and how they need care and protection. Yet in such systems, both natural and of human design, there is delight in their delicacy. Next month, we'll be going to the polls. The older among us will recall the time when this was not the case. The upholding of democracy requires all of our wisdom, strength, and sensitivity. So let what you take with you from today be not only well-deserved pride, but also a deepened humility to nature and our democratic society. Allow yourself to recognize the gaps in your understanding and have humility to learn from others. Take time to learn about our histories and where we come from. Learning from others can only add weight to your own knowledge, and always be a learner and an inquirer. We have entered the age of artificial intelligence. We are being drawn into a relationship with digital learning systems that we do not fully understand. We will soon not be the fastest learning systems on the planet, but due to AI, our knowledge is growing exponentially. We are faced with profound questions of who we are and what we are becoming. These are humbling realizations and questions. Let us not forget who we are in our human interiority. We are blended beings comprised of both intellect and feeling. We internalize what we learn, enabling our ability to respond, the very foundations of our responsibility. These ideas dear to the heart of the American poet Jane Hirshfield. In her poem, The Debt, she writes, "I entered the debt that is owed to the real. Forgive the spine-covered leaf, the soft-bodied spider, octopus lifting one curious tentacle back towards the hand of the diver, that in such black ink I set down your flammable flames." In this poem, Hirshfield remembers that the more than human world has glorious and beautiful flammable colors that her human perception reveals. Nature's beauty is experienced like a debt, and she feels the more than human world once she has internalized its radiance. Hirshfield pleads for forgiveness from the spine-covered leaf, the soft-bodied spider and octopus. Interiority that births the knowledge of our connectedness is also a crucial value in our social and political sphere. Aristotle writes about the importance of civic friendship in upholding democracy in his political philosophy. The stable state is entirely dependent on, and I quote, sharing in living among families and friends for the sake of a complete and self-sufficient life. Our sharing in society is the work of civic friendship, because the choice of sharing lives is friendship. My deepest dreams and aspirations for well-being are completely dependent on recognizing the dreams and aspirations of my fellow citizens. Fundamentally, all citizens desire peace and a good life. Democracy cannot function if I see someone who holds different views as my enemy. We see too many well-established democracies in the world faltering due to the collapse of civic friendship, resulting in the threat of civil war or dictatorship. Citizens may not be the best of friends, but it is vital that neighbors be civil friends. The interiorized knowledge we develop for ourselves is always relative, founded on subjective experience and histories. Let our knowledge be humble enough to allow other points of view, and that the fragile connections between fellow citizens are contingent on our recognition of common decency. There is another important type of knowledge, equally as fragile. That's spiritual knowledge. And spiritual practice is the answer to awareness of knowledge beyond our senses. There are many references to this world, the spiritual world, in the world's religions. In the Upanishads, the Sanskrit phrase tattvam asi refers to the mind seeing the unity of all reality. Jesus affirms, knock and it shall be opened. Poets like William Wordsworth also write about such moments of grace. In lines composed a few miles from Tintern Abbey, the poet reflects, while with an eye made quiet by the power of harmony, the deep power of joy we see into the life of all things. Spiritual interiority is ineffable in nature. It's experienced in religious practice, a walk in nature, or beautiful art. Mystical spirituality is experienced differently by people. Some people may not even call it spirituality. It's the kind of delicate knowledge that cannot easily be spoken of. Those like me who are keen gardeners might find this interesting. Maybe our spirituality is found in tending the earth. In all the forms of knowledge I've mentioned, humbleness is so important, deriving from its Latin origin, humus, that which emerges from the ground, the very ground of our being. So please enjoy your success this afternoon. It is well deserved. A very big congratulations to each one of you.
Thank you, Professor Mason, for your congratulatory message. Thank you for reminding our graduates of their responsibility, especially as it relates to democracy. And I liked what you said right from the beginning, the issue of humbleness. So humility, our graduates, you heard as Professor Mason is saying, is the basis of everything. And his dream or his aspirations for peace and good life. So we thank you, Prof. And I think our graduates had more than I can say. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start with the conferment of the degrees and diplomas, may I kindly request you not to leave the hall before the end of the ceremony. By virtue of powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Palo Agnes Mafaisa for the degree of Doctor of Social Work. I request her supervisor, Dr. M.P. Sisoko, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis, entitled Proposed Guidelines for the Use of Continuing Professional Development to Empower, Reskill and Upskill Social Services Professionals in the Northwest Province, she investigates how social services professionals, SSSPs, in the Northwest Province use and comply with the Continuous Professional Development CPD policy of the South African Council for Social Services Profession, SACSSP. The results show that only 23% of the SSSPs use CPD programs and cite lack of strategy and structured systematic support from their employers, the SACCP, and CPD facilitators and trainers. She develops a CPD guideline to strengthen the partnership between the key internal and external CPD stakeholders responsible to empower, upskill, and reskill the SSSPs.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Palo Agnes Mafaisa the degree of Doctor of Social Work.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Social Work on Palo Agnes Mafaisa.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Hermina Manjekana Jeshana for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request the supervisor, Dr. S.M. Zuma, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
Children continue to be infected with the human immunodeficiency virus, despite prevention measures being in place. In her thesis, entitled Guidelines to Promote Full Implementation of PMTCT Policies in South Africa, she uses a convergent mixed method to investigate the challenges interfering with the full implementation of the prevention of mother-to-child transmission policies across all 9 provinces of South Africa. Based on the research findings, she develops guidelines to promote full implementation of the PMCT policies at service delivery platforms. These guidelines constitute an original and a valuable contribution to the last mile and the World Health Organization target of eliminating mother-to-child transmission by 2030. Prof. Mtiba was a co-supervisor. Thank you.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Hermina Manjekana Jeshana the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Hermina Manjekana Jeshana.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Gerardus Stephanus Harting for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request this supervisor, Professor D.G. van der Merwe, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled The Bartimaeus Pericope, a paradigm for Christian spirituality, he uniquely explores Mark 10, verses 46 to 52, from a Greco-Roman socio-rhetorical perspective to arrive at 7 fundamental and essential aspects of Christian spirituality. These aspects emerge from his identifying semantic networks within the discourse analysis of the text, which he allocates to and encapsulates as significant metaphorical bridges of transition towards self-transcendence. They pivot through the Bartimaeus encounter in his claimed paradigm founded on practical lived experiences. His comprehensive research contributes to a discipleship rescue which he embeds in the Markan narrative and which launches a new modus operandi for 21st century Christian spirituality.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Gerardus Stephanus Hatting the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Gerardus Stephanus Hatting.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Julius Joshua Kivuna for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. In the absence of his supervisor, it is now my honor to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled "The Contribution of International Relations to Development in Africa, the Case Study of Uganda," he assesses how the idea of international relations can be tailored to yield positive social, political, and economic development in Africa. Using Uganda as a case study, he makes a valuable contribution to the body of knowledge in the field of development studies by proposing an international program that challenges the asymmetric global power structures that breed coloniality. This is the decolonized model of international relations. This decolonized model of international relations could lead to greater leverage of power between the Western world and the African continent. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Julius Joshua Kivuna the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Julius Joshua Kivuna.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Leomile Mangwedi for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request their supervisor, Professor M.J. Masenya, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
The URCSA has a responsibility to participate in the Missio Dei by serving as a missional agent to transform the lives of those on the margins, including sex workers. In her thesis entitled, "A Post-Colonial Missiological Understanding of the Role of the Church Towards Sex Workers, a Proposed Liberative Praxis for URCSA," she employs the contextual Bible study method in creating a platform for a missiological encounter between women in sex work, womanist, feminist, and Bosadi womanhood theorizations, and the text of Luke chapter 7, verses 36 through 40. This study makes an invaluable contribution to missiology by proposing a Belharic missiological post-colonial liberating Bible interpretation aimed at transforming the lives of Black women in sex work. The co-supervisor was Professor T.D. Marshall in our midst.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Leomile Mangwedi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Leomile Mangwedi.
Congratulations. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Karen Mukwenu for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request their supervisor, Professor G. Aziz, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis, entitled A Practical Theological Investigation on the Effects of the Relation between Pentecostalism and the Ancestor Cult in Zimbabwe, she adopts a qualitative methodology to explore the effects of the relation between Pentecostalism and the Ancestor Cult by employing Ogbukalu's 2008 theory of resonance between African Pentecostalism and maps of the universe. The study concludes that modernity, urbanization, and globalization are major effects in syncretism, and that the majority of the members of Pentecostal churches in Zimbabwe still hold on to their traditional values, beliefs, and traditions, especially in times of trouble, despite the teachings they get from the church.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Karen Mukwenu the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Philosophy on Karen Mukwenu.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Maynard Musendekwa for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor M.J. Masenya, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
The Apocalypse of Daniel inspires hope in a crisis context. In his thesis entitled, Hope in the Midst of Crisis, reading Daniel 9 in the 21st century Zimbabwean context, he deploys the hermeneutic of appropriation and the historical critical method, arguing that due to the apparent commonalities between the Second Temple period of Daniel's production and the 21st century Zimbabwean context typified by inter alia hopelessness, Daniel 9 has the potential to inspire hope in the hearts of its readers and or hearers. As the first doctoral thesis to apply the Apocalypse of Daniel to a specific African context, this study makes an invaluable contribution to African biblical hermeneutics, especially in our crisis-laden global context.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Maynard Musendekwa the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Maynard Musendekwa.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Master of Commerce. Jennifer Joseph. Musawenkosi Wiseman Pungula. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Mahatle Charlton Jackals receives the degree of Master of Public Administration. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Stanley Malele receives the degree of Master of Philosophy.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, my apology, Acting Vice-Chancellor. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Master of Arts. Tobile Petunia Badimu. Nancy Mapule Lehodi. Mary Mule Marakalala. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Regina Mampeka Semoleti receives the degree of Master of Public Health. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Anja Susana Visahi receives the degree of Master of Visual Arts. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Rhoda Rosie receives the degree of Master of Theology. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Master of Social Work. Azwidowi Jacqueline Mpepu. Mulalo Abigail Museto. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Sindisiwe Nondumiso Kele. Antonia Lizelle Damunise. Oh, Damunse. My apology. Linda Rodriguez Dias. Ayanda Fanny. Tabang Magdalene Huma. Komoto Poshiam Mabena.
Mina or Mina?
Mina. Okay. Mina Tama Mabena. Blantina Ignatia Madutela. Sinetemba Maria Mahlangu. Uriel Malapani, and the degrees obtained with distinction. Refilwe Musibudi Esther Maluka. Pumzile Poshia Mazibuko. Sizalobuhle Mhlanga, the degrees obtained with distinction. Ruth Murema. Saneliswe Priscilla Mtetwa. Kanyisile Nana Petwani. Oratile Reabetswi Raikani. Nomsa Elizabeth Telani.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Betha Nonkululeko Banda. Belaura Kalala Beloti. Precious Sinyane Bushielo. Koli Saboya. Koli Ledinti Dlamini. Lerato Kotane. Ramorasi Tabita Mapoto. Sipelele Clementine Mutuping. Tabo Arnold Mutsiki. Justice Mosawenko Singubane. Ntombi futhi Zamanene Ramashala. Kyle Rizvin Ropram. Ucheone Ngwako Gerald Sedutla. Ntabiseng Tabisile Sehloho. Sanji Gloria Sekhovela. Poshian Ntlandla Skosana. Trisha Surina Rayadu. Tamrin Solman. Alida Vermeulen.
Oh, okay, this one. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Samgele Pumzile Madide receives the degree of Honours Bachelor of Education, specialization in psycho-educational support. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education. Where's your tape? Zenith Bapu Ishmael. Shamalani Bilankulu. Courtney Erika Isal Boshoff. Jacobus Willem Delport. Mashianoke Antonia Dihomu. Lindiwe Dlamini. Yuri Johannes Furi. Nomandla Poshia Kumete. Nomcebo Evidence Shongwane, degree obtained with distinction. Irene Sbongile Khoza. Sanki Kodibona. Kokecho Matsileng Lidwaba. Laki Dumisani Mabaso. Sophie Mahlatsi Mabelane. Grace Mapula Mabukela. Raisibe Ocean Mabula. Mpho Julia Mabutla. Masehle Winky Maepa. Ntabeleng Sarah Mafito. Prudence Khupulang Makula. Rineilwe Maputi Makweya. Tebucho Mutlatso Malachi, degree obtained with distinction. Tembisile Elizabeth Malachi. Koketso Antoinette Malika. Mpho Fidolia Manchwe. Matimu Winners Manganye. Figile Desri Manzini. Mputla Cindy Maputla. Tutuzile Sibongokuhle Masego, degree obtained with distinction. Tebeho Mulife Mashabela. Promise Sipiwe Masimula, degree obtained with distinction. Patricia Dimpo Matebula. Martha Silaelo Matibela. Jacob Mhlanga, degree obtained with distinction. Selina Mlojwa. Regina Kobodi Mamushi. Lebogang Dorothy Piladi Musehle. Tumelo Lucas Punsima. Thandazile Mary Motsa. Thandazile, come back. Come back. Here's your tag. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ipileng Edith Mutsikari. Kilebogile Perseverance Mpofu. Calvin Tabang Msengi. Zianda Mtabazi Cabral.
Priscilla Nokwazi Ngube. Ntabiseng Promise Nzimande. Stella Ngobeni. Matsepo Lucy Mwechana. Ngobile Victoria Nonhlahla Ngwenya. The degree is obtained with distinction. Ntabiseng Nkoko. Ntwanano Nkuna. Francois Oberholzer. Botshelo Paris Paswana. Kidiboni Rajaji. Andile Ramatsi. Sumai Sidat. Mokhadi Kumucho Sehata. Tuka Maruping Sekole. Colin Butiki Selekani. Onalena Sitrolwing. Sindiswa Selina Silevu. Mahadi Sophie Venolia Tamani. Warabile Godfrey Tlanka. Mateboho Priscilla Masonti. Koketso Martha Mukubedi. Busisi we Precious Sikosana. Makhetwa Millicent Chow. Peño Bantseke. Mhlamulo Gift Chauke. Shuret Debrain. Mokhele Pete Diseko. Nandipa Anastasia Dube. Sipiwe Theodora Gamede. Smangaliso Lindani Khadebe. Matifetse Josephine Shalele. Mandisa Amanda Jijani. Arati Jugwan. Shadrach Kumalo. Nombulelo Elisa Kuboni. Diatleho Linza. Machweni Elizabeth Madimabe. Lesego Grace Madiseng. Terry Farelo Maemu. Nkensani Peshunia Makamu. Marube James Makatwana. Stembiso Promise Makobe. Mujalefa Sibongile Makukule. Slaelo Tlakale Malwa. Retabile Aretha Mamaregani. Mpo Caroline Mandiwana. Kabidi Ntabiseng Masarela. Go Confidence Mashamaite. Sinikezo Prudence Mdaka. Buitumelo Margaret Muche. Tumelo Maputi Mohoroha. Tumelo Matume Peter Mukomula. Vinolia Sipati Molala. Ditsepu Mina Moraba. Katleho Mpeke. Mutlacho Helena Mphahlele. Kanyani Khuthatso Mpila. Ngobile Makhosazana Mtsweni. Mbusu Mthunzi Ndlovu. Thabo Moses Pheko. Salome Mashita Popedi. Puseletso Gladys Hadebe. Tabita Makwena Ramathemo. Lydia Samuel. Mujaji Daphne Silani. Rejoice Chuba Grace Sinamela. Busisiwe Happiness Sibeko. Kutala Sikafu. Nosipho Nandipha Sifiso Kuhle Sokopo. Phumzile Shabalala. Bulelwa Vikilahle. Promise Sibongile Zikalala. Maibana Manali Matibela. Mitro Yvette Nkuna.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Mapefo Boni Makhatlela receives the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Ngobile Poshia Bengu. Corny Borman. Geli Chipara. Helen Gatawa. Kevin Graff. Puti Ngumisa. Charissa Hickman. Subenri Jacob. Benny Skemp. Kediwoni Poshia Mabelane. Lea Tolwana Mabue. Pela di Maibelo. Makobote Rose Maja. Otilia Mashihwane. Lombuso Mashinini, degree obtained with distinction. Bonakele Matsane. Tolakele Nalia Mavuso. Kimishka Michelle. Ntabiseng Beauty Ngombolo. Matume Peter Modiba. Cha DL Simoduane. Nomtandazo Moloi. Michelle Moshapi. Matsatsi Nashia Mpatlele. Prudence Nomko Simtombe. Maria Te Mbimdao. Nondava Daina Ndlovu. Millicent Kensani Ngobeni. Bono William Ntlapo. Sylvia Ntabiseng Kabinde. Maureen Mpo Nkati. Rita Nonhlanhla Brightness Nyatikazi. Ogechuku Jennifer Ogbazi. Otto Retlamoreng Pilu. Jesse Rashid. Malesiba Mosli Siema. Wochilo Sipicholo. Zanele Sibikwa P. Sireme. Daniel Sishoka. Nomvuyiseko Sidlova. Jillian Namagugu Sitole. Toko Tabete. Machwene Mary Jane Tsebe. Wongekile Precious Chomela.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of the Bachelor of Information Science. Mamolefe Salome Molema, degree obtained with distinction. Liseti Mantowa Rabotata. Malewu Des Resebati. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Health Sciences and Social Services. Lindy Denwood, degree obtained with distinction. Sumaya Bam Nosaka, degree obtained with distinction. Makabane Litia Bopape. Karabelo Dladla. Thokozile Kumbo. Rihanna Ishmael, degree obtained with distinction. Catherine Louise Yonker. Kifilwe Tina Kaleti. Gugu Samantha Kumalo. Savannah Siresato Krompas. Nelina Keti Kubiana. Sibongile Joanna Kunene. Erika Lambrecht. Elmien Lippenberg. Le Fatumelo Likota. Charity Nomasutu Mabasa. Rutendo Ebeneza Machigere. Madza Moshibutu Makanyele. Thokozile Yvonne Magwaza. Fikiswa Machigela. Samuel Shimane Malete. Ngateko Vivian Manyeki. Mbali Petunia Maseko. Kirabetswe Petronella Mashinini. Charlotte Solofelo Mbuli. Ilana Joy Melman. Boykhutso Lona Motimogale. Mankala Teresa Mpotowane. Tandeka Quinolia Msumuvi. Angeline Dorin Nonhlanhla Mzolo. Ana Louisa Ngobeni. Priscilla Ngobeni. Thank you. Zinziswa Nxumalo. Thank you. Kiarebetswe Nyandeni, degree obtained with distinction. Mapuja Michael Rakatla. Lebogang Dabuseng Sebopetse. Hazel Modichi Simenya. Sharon Tologelo Shoba. Okay. Ayanda Ntombifikile Athengosi Solani. Vanessa Titus. Noncha Simthandile Hladi. Jeanette Elizabeth Williams. Sure. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Kaylee Ho's degree obtained with distinction. Monique Hesselman. Moloko Elina Khanyago, degree obtained with distinction. Brittany Jade Martins. Mohaeji Susan Maswanganye. Koketso Mela. Nana Hilda Moshasha. Tsepo Miende. Jordan Leil Peterson. Paletsa Sekgofaso Riba. Lindeleni Goodness Shange. Noluthando Shongwe. Phumelele Chabalala. Gracious Chisiri, degree obtained with distinction. Okay. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Matebo Jacqueline Juanaye. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive postgraduate diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma. Akwande Hadebe. Nonkululeko Nonhlanhla Khuzwayo. Katlego Josiah Matebula. Ndokoto Matebula. Moramedi Elina Motsose. Tobile Mbatha. Sondo Princess Mkwanazi. Boitumelo Mohale. Mbalenhle Rifule Motaungu. Tswaro Precious Senonoi. Zanele Felicia Sibia. Lesejo Tau.
What do we say after such a celebration? Wow. Thank you. You really deserve that. Perhaps may I request all parents, partners, relatives, if we can just stand up and face our graduates and let's blow the roof off. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know that we are now all anxious to stand up and leave. Now that you and your loved ones have experienced and witnessed the graduations, therefore I'll be very brief. And I know that some of us are still going to slaughter. Let me start by sharing this friendly reminder and a word of caution with our brand new graduates. Sometimes we refer to people as power drunk. And this is when such people think they are in a position of authority, then they can just boss everybody around. Even after working hours, even at weddings and funerals. I want to request you as Unisa graduates, please don't be such type of people. We don't expect Unisa graduates to act like that. And we don't want to turn back when we meet you somewhere so that we are not seem to be associated with you. Should you be like those people that are ever power drunk, we are definitely going to turn away when we see you and pretend not to be knowing you. Just because you now have a degree or several qualifications after your name does not in any way mean that you can go around arrogantly asking others, do you know who I am? I would like to request you that you let the light of your knowledge and the humility that Professor Mason spoke about and kindness to shine through. Go out and shine like those stars that you are. Allow that light to make people to know who you are without you even opening your mouth. That you are a woman or man worthy of the qualifications that you have attained. Let the outcomes of your plans and ways and the products of your hands and sweat announce to everyone who you really are. Your next degree is simply waiting for you to go and claim it. Go for it. Come for it. Our doors remain open for you. My colleagues were just telling me that postgraduate MNDs, in fact, the registration is still open until end of April. So we'll be waiting to welcome you back. We will journey with you once again. Our wheels never stop turning, and yours should do the same. Now that we are just about to close, let me request you that you think of others out there. There are many out there who are less fortunate, who would have loved to be with you here today or where you are sitting today, but unfortunately, they are unable financially and otherwise. Those of you who are working, when you go out there, we keep on saying, be our good ambassadors. And make sure that whenever you go there, you are going to make a positive difference in someone's life. Someone definitely and desperately needs you out there. Please go out and adopt only one person. Only one. And we don't even want you to come and advertise or tell us. You don't need that. Just adopt one person and help that person to go through the same process that you have been through. And if we can all do that, we will definitely make this place a better place for us all. Having said that, I think it would be very much unfair for me to request your parents and your loved ones to stand up without requesting you to do the same. Shall I request you to stand up, please? Take out your certificates out of those brown envelopes or scrolls and wave in the direction of your parents and loved ones to show them that you are taking. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Parents, that's how grateful your loved ones are. And I think even in your case, you should be grateful that you raised the type of children that are here today. And we are happy for you. But now, I'm yet to request you to sit down. Let us please stand up. I'll request you, I promise you. You see, the colleagues on stage here, you are not alone in your studies. I know we might have somewhere, somehow differed with you. But that does not in any way make us bad people. We journeyed together, we struggled together, and we persevered till we are here today. And I said earlier on that the group that is on stage here represents the entire university community, each and every official that at some stage you engaged or interacted with. And I'm going to request you that we just wave and thank them for what they have done for us. Shall we do that? Thank you. Thank you. You may now sit down. And the last thing that I'm going to request from you, you see there are very few colleagues in front of you. Just 7 of them in their red gowns. I think we all aspire to be like them. You are a step closer. Indeed. So our request is that please don't rest. As you go back home and after all the celebrations are done and dusted, please return to your main purpose. We want you to be like them. We want you to be like colleagues on stage here. So we are waiting for you so that you can be like them. Congratulations, our dear doctors. Please know that they need your support. Know that they need your guidance. Anything that you think you could do, you could please do to assist them to be like you. We all aspire to be. Even in my case, when I'm older, I want to be like you. So, after your celebrations, please continue to drive to become even better. And to your parents and spouses, friends and children, I congratulate you for staying behind the graduates, supporting them, encouraging them, and financing them through it all. And I'm saying to you, those of you who spent your last few cents on them, now that they're able to do for themselves, please come and register. We'll be waiting for you. And thank you. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to stand up for the national anthem. The words are to be found on page 25 of the program. And I would like to request you to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation, but also to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Shall we sing the national anthem? By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.